Good morning, it is Friday, it is your vlog number 3, 4 if you include the Chester Zoo one I guess as well. I am sorry to report we have had a casualty in the house. Last night there was a lot of noise coming from the Christmas tree region, and then we woke up this morning to find the robin didn't make it. At this point, the main suspect is one Sir Reginald Velvet Pausington Smythe. He was spotted on camera around the time of the incident, basically chewing the robin, so, you know, caught him red-handed. We're not sure if he was the one who acquired the victim from the tree, but we do suspect that he may well have done that, but we just don't have the evidence. We did wake up to a number of decorations on the floor, and yes, unfortunately the poor robin did take the brunt of the attack, and sadly will be retired from the Christmas decoration list. Yeah, that robin was unfortunately just 2 days from retirement. Well, there we go. This is what happens when you've got cats. Anyway, yeah, it's your vlog number 3-ish. I'm not actually sure what we're going to do on this your vlog because if you're living in the UK, you're probably aware there is a storm about to pass over. And we are in an area that's an amber warning, which I don't recall the last time we had an amber warning for wind, so I'm not really very looking forward to having to go through that at the minute because our house is quite old. We'll see what happens though. Just time with whether I move the car off the drive just in case any slate comes off the roof overnight. Obviously if we move the car off the drive, we live on a relatively busy road, so the risk is then that the car gets damaged by other people. But we'll see what happens though. We'll play it by ear. It might just be that the worst of the weather is going to be tomorrow afternoon, so it might just be that we put the car on the car park down the street or something, or you know, on the road. We'll see what happens. Nothing else really to report. We did try the cherry cola rye Beavertown beer last night. It was actually quite nice. It did taste like cherry cola. And we had the Gamma Ray, which is an old favourite of ours. I haven't opened up the calendar today. We'll do that later on this evening, I imagine. Yeah, I think I'm going to do some cooking tomorrow. I've started Friday because why not? But tomorrow, Saturday, I think I'm going to do some cooking, but I fancy doing a pulled pork because we've not done one for a few months. So that should be quite nice. But yeah, as we go into the weekend, we'll keep you up to date with what we're up to. Anyway, I'm having a cup of tea. That's why I'm vlogging now. I was making a cup of tea while I was waiting for the kettle to boil. Back in my office, and I am reminded I do need to update one more advent calendar. Gemma bought me that. And I also added some Christmas lights to my desk, to my shelving unit. Look at this. Once again, I'm just sat watching the neighbour's cat who just darted across the lawn to chase a squirrel. He then ran up the tree, got stuck on the top, and the squirrel is now running around the top of the tree tormenting him. He can get down from up here, don't worry. He's been up here before. He thinks he's clever and he thinks he can catch squirrels, and then they'll lead him up the tree and then just torment him. In the past, we've had him there and the squirrels, 2 of them on that trunk there, just watching him. Well, it's 5 o'clock. I've finished work for the day and now I'm going to go and pick Gemma up. As you can tell by my attire, I've gone for the raincoat because it's already started chucking it down out there. Today is yellow warning for rain and wind. Tomorrow is amber warning for wind, and Sunday is yellow warning for wind as well. So yeah, I don't think we'll be doing much this weekend. We'll see what happens on Sunday. Maybe we can get out of the house, but I just want to make sure everyone is in the house is safe and looked after. I've already turned all my computer stuff off in the back bedroom on the off chance anything goes wrong. But yeah. We'll see how we get on. Anyway, I'll go and pick Gemma up and we'll catch up with you later this evening. Well, it's tea time, and tonight's tea is minted lamb burgers with feta cheese. Very nice, Gemma. And then we'll open the calendars while we enjoy, sweetheart. Those lamb burgers are very nice. And now it's calendar time. Looks like the cookies one for me again.
Pistachio for me again.
Yum yum. I'll have that in a minute. It was the chocolate with white chocolate centre one. Very nice. No, it was milk chocolate on the outside, white chocolate centre. And now the upside down calendar gets challenging because I have to figure out which is 6 and which is 9. Maybe this one here. Let's see what we get. Oh, this is one that's fallen because this is the bit of the calendar that broke. And it's in at a weird angle. But I think I've recovered it. Again, spoiler warning if I've got the wrong beers in the wrong order, but today is Beavertown Black Betty Black IPA at 7.4%. That looks nice. I will not be drinking that tonight because I do have to drive Gemma to work tomorrow. It's a little bit on the strong side, but we'll pop it in the fridge. Good morning, it is Saturday. I'm just assessing the situation in the garden. The storm is in, I guess, full force now. I think actually we're in the amber warning. Looks like we had that bamboo fence up the back that we put up where the old tree is. That's come down. I expected that. That fence is only a temporary measure and that we keep putting off fixing, and we probably will do. I'll probably just tie it back up with string. I did notice that unfortunately my neighbour has one of those vinyl greenhouses. You know, the little plastic tube things, and she'd left it out, and unfortunately that's now up the garden by the looks of it. One thing we do like to do when there's a big storm on is watch Big Jet TV doing a live stream of Heathrow planes landing. It's always worth watching to see how skilled the pilots are to get the planes down. It's amazing. So I guess I'd better open the calendar and get it in the fridge and get it chilling. Can you see number 7, or is it on the side, do we think? 17 and 7. 7's down here, look. So this is the side that didn't get smooshed. So hopefully this one is correct. It is Heavy Gravity Hazy IPA. It's an interesting calendar, this, because there are some stronger pales which you'd expect an IPA to be about this strength. There's also some alcohol-free stuff in there as well, although we haven't come across any yet. I didn't see what it was, but I saw that there was some. That bin is there, working its way up the garden now. So the recycling bin's trying to follow it as well. I might just pop out actually and quickly try and shove it back into place, because it has not only managed to move in the wind, it's also blown itself and turned around. And we've got some stuff that needs to go in it, to be honest, that'll weigh it down. There we go, I'll pop it back and see how long it stays. The gusts are not super frequent, so I managed to run out, get the bin turned around, check the shed and check everything else. I thought a gust was coming, so I stood back just in case anything come off the roof. It didn't come, so I ran back in again. So yeah, not too bad. But you can see our fence. Hang on, if I zoom in, that's the window. That fence there is the one that's going to come down. It always does in the wind, but if I tie it back, it'll be fine. Until we can be bothered fixing it properly. Yeah, I just did a quick check on the weather, and our weather is up to the point where it's about as bad as it'll get by the looks of it. I've just seen some reports of 90-mile-an-hour winds in Wales, which is pretty hefty. So I hope all of our viewers out there are staying safe and aren't taking too much damage. So I'm just watching that fence that I showed you. It has slowly decided to give up and is now going to lie on the floor for a bit. And I can't say I blame it. I have a feeling that bits of my old shed will be that fence come next summer. And we did bring in the reef off the front door. I suggested to Gemma that it might be a good idea to bring this in. We don't want it to become a projectile. Oh, our Ring garden camera just saved my skin then. I'm just sat here and I just heard bang, and I was like, whoa, what was that? And I checked, the camera went off. I checked the camera, and you see the gate there as the latch. The latch had come open. I don't know how it happened because it's properly shut, but it come open. Blown the blooming gate open. So I fixed that now. I just ran straight out, sorted it, and ran back in again. Well, yeah, that gate is another thing that's probably on its layout. It's a very old gate and the wood's quite soft on it. But obviously, if we can get it through another storm and put it off to another day, then that's the main thing. I just don't want it to, as well, potentially damage the house or anything like that if it does break. So it is firmly locked now. It's done it a couple of times in the past. I think it's when I latch it properly. If I don't latch it fully and push it down or up, it works its way back open again, and I must have just not done that last time. I'm normally very good about doing it for that reason. But anyway, I've latched it up now. Because if you latch it up, you can pull it back a little bit and then it locks into place, whereas the bottom part of the latch is broken. It's a bit rusty. Oh dear me. It's like maintaining a sinking ship, this house, sometimes. Well, we're going to have to sit out the rest of the storm for the rest of the day. We can't do much else right now. So I am going to cook some pulled pork. I'm going to do a Coca-Cola pulled pork. I just checked the recipe for this and it literally said 2 ingredients, pork shoulder, cola. So there you go. So I'm just going to put the pork shoulder in the pot, instant pot on slow cooker mode, and I'm going to add like about 250ml maybe of this cola. I'll check the ingredients anyway and let you know. Yeah, double checked, and the recipe calls for a can of cherry cola, so 355ml because it did say 12 fluid ounces. So I'll probably put about a bit of this in then, shall I? Obviously not only going to serve it up like that straight out of the slow cooker. When it's been in the slow cooker for like 8 hours, I have a barbecue sauce that I bought, Kansas style barbecue, smoky barbecue sauce, which I think will go well with the cola flavours. But also I might put a bit more cola in with the sauce to get a nice cola flavour through the sauce as well, like the cherry cola flavour. Should be nice, all being well. And we got it with some tortilla chips, and I might make some bread later for tomorrow, and we can have some pulled pork burger type things tomorrow night. Anyway, that's on now. I'll leave that for the rest of the day. Oh, we've just had some loud bangs out there, but I've checked all around the house outside and I can't see any damage. I'm just wondering, it looks like the neighbour brought her, what was left of her greenhouse thing back up to the top of the garden. I'm wondering if that's fallen over again or if it's her bins lifting up. But I did notice when I went out there, and it could have been the bang, I guess, is the vent for our bathroom fan, the one that I repaired the other week, the actual vent part on the outside had fallen off. So I've just run out there and popped it back on. But it's not very well held in, so I can see that coming back down again. So I might have to get another one of them. If that's all we lose, then that's fine. I can repair that, no problems. Whew. It's certainly blustery out there. While I was out there checking the vent, I did do a run up the garden and quickly check the roof, and the roof looks okay for now. Also, while I was doing some pots and stuff, I stopped for a little while to do some bread. So there's some bread dough here that's going to hopefully prove. Once that's proved, I'll knock it back, let it rise again, and then we'll make some bread rolls out of it, I think. And that'll be nice for pulled pork tomorrow. I've actually never done bread rolls from dough like that. I've always done just a big loaf, so it'll be interesting to see how they turn out. Knowing me, they'll be like gigantic things. Wouldn't be Christmas without using the pinter. And getting a beer on for over the Christmas period. And I am going to brew this one, Sycamore American Wheat. This is a collaboration that Pinter have done with an American brewery. And you know I was saying I really like American craft beer. So I thought I'd try this one. I did get 2 while I was ordering. I also got the Ancestors Bitter, an English bitter. But we'll try that another time. I'm going to do this one today because I really like wheat beers as well. Didn't actually realise it was a wheat beer, to be honest. I thought it was a pale, but the pale that they do was out of stock, so I got that one instead. Oh, shattered from shaking 5 litres of beer in a pinter. I've put that in there. I've actually extended the brew out. Normally it'd be 8 days brewing. Sorry, I'm going to say. Normally it'd be, I think it said 8 days brewing, 5 days conditioning, so I've put it on for 10 days brewing, like 6 days conditioning or something like that. You can just extend them out with a pinter and it actually improves the quality. One time when we went to Florida, I left one in the kitchen brewing for the whole time we were in Florida. So when we came back, we had beer waiting for us. But yeah, that's now in under the stairs, covered over in a cloth, just in case it bursts out like that. Oh my, the wind out there is horrendous. It's just got really bad then. One of my neighbour's fence panels is down. I do have some spare bits of wood still though from old panels of ours, so if I can help her with that, I will do. The fence at the back of ours is beyond saving at this point. It's been whipped and blown, so I'm not going to even touch it until tomorrow, and we'll see how we get on. My bread rolls have been formed, and they've not about an hour now to stand again, to rise once more. Then I'll cut the tops, add a bit of flour, bang them in the oven for 20 minutes till golden brown apparently. I don't know if I'll have to, I'm assuming I'll have to adjust my timings because they're smaller pieces of bread, but we'll see how we get on. Well, I've figured out what the banging noise was. It was the neighbour's green bin being knocked over in the wind. Our garden looks a right mess. It's I feel a bit sorry for it, to be honest. It's just stuff's been blown up the garden. I don't think there's anything particularly broken. The fence panel looks fine. The little greenhouse she had is probably broken, but we'll see if we can help her. You know, we'll see what we can do. At least to get the fence panel repaired and tidy up tomorrow. Oh, my neck, they've grown. I'll give them a bit of a cut on top and add a bit of flour. We'll bang them in the oven for a bit, shall we? They look nice. Well, there's my bread rolls. I did just read that the recipe for bread rolls is slightly different to just regular bread. So they might be a little heavy, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Some bread rolls recipes apparently also call for milk and sugar, but I just used water, yeast, flour, salt, olive oil. We'll see what they turn out like. Worst case scenario, they're probably a little bit more stodgy than some. Anyway, I'm going to chill up here, listen to some music instead of the wind outside because it's getting quite stressful. There we go, I had a bit of a relax. I built a Lego train as well. Put it on the fireplace there for Gem. Jump cut! I've picked Gemma up and I've just made myself up a barbecue sauce. This has got Kansas barbecue sauce, cherry cola, salt, onion, salt, garlic, chilli, random mix of stuff. So that's going to sit there and just simmer now for the next 20 minutes or so. The bread's there for tomorrow. That's not for today. Just started pulling the pork as well. There's a lot of pork here. Gemma's home. There you go, sweetie. I think I gave you a bit too much pork, to be honest.
I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, I think you'll get by, won't you? Does it look alright?
It looks lovely and smells delicious.
Test it, let me know what you think.
Won't do this one, can we? Put too much pressure on me.
They're good.
Very good, yeah.
I'm really happy with how this one came out.
Oh, it's lovely.
The only trouble is with my process of making sauces for these is I could never remember what I did. I just added loads of bits and it got a bit too sweet, so I added a bit of lime to tone it down. And now it's just right, I think. Probably could do, I could take it a little bit spicier, I think, but it is nice. So yeah. And then at the end, when it had all sat there on the hob, I think I only gave it like 20 minutes in the end. I just threw the meat in it and mixed it all in and stirred it. All the sugars have mixed with the meat and stuff and thickened it all up nicely. So I'm going to enjoy this now. So this is something of a callback to one of my birthday trips. I think it was when we went into town with Lynn and Carl and my brother-in-law Matt, and we went to the Little Hardware Bar, and they did a chocolate old-fashioned where they dip the corner of the glass into chocolate, and then you get the mixed chocolate and an old-fashioned drink. Let's give it a try without the orange. It's only peel anyway, isn't it? It only adds a bit of an aromatic orange smell to it. It's pretty good, I must admit. The nice thing about this is the sugar's not mixed into it yet, so it's basically just whiskey and chocolate. While Carl's video of 3 Doors Down is serenading us in the background, Gemma's going to open up the Lint calendar. You gotta find the door before I get content ID. What flavour? Another salty caramel, blimey. And having enjoyed my chocolate old fashioned with dark chocolate around the rim, I got a 7% dark chocolate Lint. I'm going to enjoy that now as well. Well, The ring doorbell's been going off all morning, so we better get this sorted. Good morning, mister. No hissing. Want some breakfast? You've been sleeping in the bed, haven't you? I can see. There we go, fella. Let's go and have a look at this fence panel while it's the wind's down a bit now. See if we can help. Oh, look, it's split in two right across. That's going to be difficult to fix them. Something must have hit it. Let's see what I've got. Well, I got the fence repaired. I didn't put it back into position. It's too heavy, so I'm going to give it a bit of time. The next door neighbour's son-in-law's coming round later, and apparently he's very glad, so you can do it. But it's all fixed anyway, as best as it can be for now. Hopefully it lasts through the rest of the winter. Today, we aren't actually going to go anywhere. Kevin's just made us some coffee and we're watching Big Jet TV. And I think we're going to go and get some roast dinner stuff, aren't we?
Yeah.
Have a nice roast dinner, tidy the kitchen off again. Well, tidy the rest of the kitchen that I didn't tidy yesterday. And yeah. And I've just realised why I can still smell pulled pork, because I dropped a bit on the floor last night and threw it in this glass, and that's still on the side next to me, so to get rid of that. Hello.
Hello.
We went shopping, didn't we?
Yeah, it was hell.
Yeah. That beef looks lovely.
The beef does look nice.
we bought roast beef for dinner, and every time I walk past it I go, oh, that beef looks lovely, and
press
you're
it
like,
in
you've
the
just said
kitchen,
that.
Like to air before it goes in the oven.
And then I like to pick the front garden, and you've put your reef back up.
Yeah.
So we've got rid of all the lazy sods who can't tidy the bins away properly, rubbish out of our garden.
Still a little bit windy out there, but no. To be fair, the poor people have got nowhere to put the bins.
They've got back gardens.
You can't get to them though.
Yeah, they've got an entryway around the side.
One.
Yeah.
For the whole garden.
Yeah.
Well, what if it's not open?
Well, it's not my problem, it's their houses.
True.
I have to open our gateway to put our bins out.
Our gateway.
Anyway.
Gateway to the portal of the bins.
Sorry, I'm in a mood about people in the rubbish. It's not that the blue bins got blown over. That happens during storms. It's that then nobody's been to clean the bins up, and they're all still lying in the street. So it's up to other people and the members of the public to then go out and pick up other people's bins because there's litter blowing everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I'm starting to get ranty on what is supposed to be a Yule-ish vlog. Oh, let's open the calendar. There'll be a calendar.
Oh, put the lights back on so like they can see you.
This is proper lifestyle vlogging, isn't it? Today, I turned the light on. What are we, number 8?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the side that hasn't collapsed, and it also looks like an 8 upside down, so that makes it easy. So this one should be accurate, and it is Satellite Super Session IPA. I think we've had this one before, haven't we? No, maybe not actually. It's 2.8% Satellite. Maybe we haven't had that one.
Not sure.
Oh, that's good. Quite a light beer. Very light beer. Anyway, I'll pop that in the fridge. We've got like 3 in there now from the calendar. And in my attempts to tidy the garden and stuff, I've done the tendon again in my arm. I think I've got like a bit tennis elbow with arm. So it all seems to be tendons failing when you get old. But yeah, so I'm going to rest that now. The worst part being, having aggravated it and made it sore, I then smacked it against the shelf and now it's really sore. And also it's my vlogging arm, so if your camera starts doing that, I'm not being suggestive, it's just that my arm's getting sore. And there's our rather hefty roast dinner. Looks good, honey. Enjoy. Well, I've eaten my dinner and it was very nice, and now I'm trapped. I can't get up. I can't go and get us some more drinks. I can't go below. Only cat sleeping on my knee. And she's sound asleep too, look. Well, it is Monday, and because I do want to get this video up by Wednesday, I'm going to end this vlog off now, but because it's Monday, we might as well open up today's calendar. So we'll end off by opening up number 9, which is on the broken side of the calendar, so Your mileage may vary if you are opening this calendar. It might be a spoiler. Can you hear it? One of them just fell then, which means when I pull this out, something's going to drop. And it's actually an alcohol-free beer. It's a Beavertown Lemon Crush. 0.3%. But yeah, when I pulled this out, a can fell down from either 13 or 23. So that's going to be fun when we get to those days. So with that, Gemma's here. Hi Gemma.
Just doing the shopping.
Just doing the shopping. We are going to end off this Yule vlog. So thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the midweek one, which will start... Actually, I should have done that can opening for the midweek one. Never mind, it'll start tomorrow.
You've got the other oven calendars.
We do, yeah. So thanks for watching, look after each other, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Reg.